Hey everyone, Lyra Moon here. Welcome back to another pick a card reading for today, April 20th, the official day of the eclipse. So let's jump in. All you gotta do is trust your intuition and I will do the rest, starting with those that picked card number 1. All right, we have the 8 of Swords. Okay. We've been talking a lot about the eclipse energy and how it is going to illuminate parts of ourselves, parts of our lives, parts of our situations or relationships that are no longer working out. And it is going to force shut down on anything that is no longer serving your higher self. Now, some of us out there are going to struggle a little bit harder than others will because it's going to be a very volatile time, as it is in the 29th annular degree of Aries, which means that we have just a lot of energy there that is going to take us to all sorts of different places. That being said, when it comes to the 8 of Swords here, this is a definite challenging card to get, as it shows that today is the day that you are going to have to decide what kind of life that you want to continue to live. If you want to continue stuck where you are, maybe in a bad or toxic relationship, maybe within an environment that is no longer helping your higher self, no longer allowing for growth, that's keeping you trapped or stuck. If you're in a position or a dynamic that is leaving you to be more of the martyr, where you are just constantly giving and giving and giving but not getting anything back, all of these types of energies are going to have to change today. There's not going to be a chance to run from this, and if it doesn't hit today, it's going to be starting today, where the big reveal could be anywhere from 9 days after this point, not after the solar eclipse. So this is a big wake-up call. We cannot allow oppression to continue to control us anymore, or the belief that we are stuck within any given situation. We are not. That is a lie that we tell ourselves. That is a lie that our brain tries to convince us of all the time. We are only as stuck as we decide we are. Okay, so today, really going to need to assess what kind of life that you want to live. If the quality of life that you have right now is enough for you, or if you need something more, if you want something more. Okay, so big energy today. For others, I feel like there's a need to be kind of on guard, be a little bit aware of the people that you hang out with. I feel some of you could be going on a date or something, and it's not quite the energy that you would expect it. If you pick up on that, don't stick around for it, because it does look like the other person, and this is just a small percentage of you, but the other person may have more nefarious thoughts on their mind. So that being said, just feel into your belly brain. Anything that feels weird, go with it. Don't ignore it. Okay. Alrighty. For those of you that picked card number 2, we have the Knight of Swords reversed. All right. So definitely this whole time is going to be a time of emotional purging, which means that in order to purge the difficult things, we have to first experience them coming to the surface. And for some of you, this means you are either associated with, or you are this person who is headed for a fall. This type of energy shows that you are not, in some cases, you may not be putting in all the energy that you need to in order to succeed. You may get left behind as well if you don't take the opportunities that are being handed to you right now. So if there's anything that you are wanting to do, act on it. Make that happen before tomorrow, because you don't want to start anything new after the 21st until the 14th with Mercury retrograde. And unfortunately, on a more serious note, you may be dealing with someone, or this could be you as well, who is acting like a bully, who is being rude or tactless, acting very saying things that are hurtful, and causing a lot of rift between you and those around you. This is maybe taking sarcasm to way too far of an extreme. You know, and this really stems down from a feeling of insecurity, of not feeling totally assured of who you are. These are all things, uncomfortable as they are, sucky as they may be, that we have to deal with. Because, like it or not, we've all, in some reincarnation or another, been that person, been that type of energy, dealt with that type of energy, and we have either adapted and grown from that, or we have just like committed to that energy. So today you may have to deal with someone who's acting this way. You may be acting this way yourself. Ultimately, what I see is someone who is feeling very out of control, feeling very uncertain, and maybe headed towards a brick wall. You may not know how to stop yourself, and that is also part of this solar eclipse, is that we are doing things right now, have so much energy and passion and drive to get certain things done that it almost feels like it's out of our control. And that's because partly it is. It's fate meets destiny. So there's definitely a really big ask here to you know, see what you can see, pay attention to the signs. If you feel like you are careening out of control, maybe put your phone down for a little bit. Don't say anything. Maybe take a pause. Because ultimately this energy is going to get, you know, it's not going to be good for you. It's going to make you feel like there are no other options. And for some of you, that's a good thing, because it's time to change, time to grow, time to become more than you can. And again, this is in no way a judgment, because, you know, I've had poor traits of myself that I've had to work through. You know, we all do. That's just part of the human experience as a spiritual being. So for those that picked card 2, this is energy that you'll be purging and working on throughout this Mercury retrograde. So pretty much everything that happens today and the 9 days leading up and the 9 days after is all a preview of what we are being asked to work on through this next upcoming year and a half. Okay. All right. And for those of you that picked card number 3, we have the Knight of Wands. All right, Knight of Wands energy. Okay, so we are finishing what we start. We are feeling very adventurous, maybe acting a little hasty, but that's just because we're very excited, very energetic, very passionate. The things that we have been working towards are finally opening up in front of us, and it's really exciting to see all that we've accomplished you know, manifest in this way. So I feel that for those that picked card number 3, you have put the work in, you've done the things, you've recognized the stuff, you see the things that you want, and you're aiming for that. Being a leader, also very driven and determined within what you're doing, because you feel very proud of what you're doing. You're in a very stable place. You know, this is just to say, just be a little aware of your energy overall, because it may take you to a little bit more of an extreme place today overall. So some of the energies here, you know, I'm seeing lots of air signs and fire signs, which would make sense because we have this eclipse is in the sign, the 29th degree of Aries. So lots of dynamic energy, lots of arguments and defensive words and conflict happening today. It's part of how it goes. It's part of how it goes because that conflict has to happen in order for us to move on and break free from it. So embrace it. You know, put on your helmet. You got this. You know, get on some elbow and knee pads and just forge ahead. Keep going forward. It's going to get better, but it's got to suck a little bit first, okay? All right, everyone, thanks so much. Let me know what card resonated with you, and I will see you guys all back here tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.